Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is jack up the car. Don't do this. Use a proper jack. I have two of them, one back there, one here, but it's only because I didn't want to lug out. I have a huge 4-ton jack, but for something so small like this, I don't even bother. Buy yourself on Amazon a special socket like this. It's a star socket. Okay, it's 9942 0681, I think, and put some electrical tape around it so that you don't scratch your fancy schmancy AMG wheel. And then get a little extension and loosen all these by hand. Try not to use a impact, and the only reason is, I'll show you. This has already been putting me back on, but these lugs from Mercedes, for whatever reason, they decided to use a little chrome like cap to make it look good. So what a lot of guys do, a lot of shops even, is they just use a regular 17-inch impact to get this off, and then they mess these up, these little caps, and then it's an absolute disaster to get them off because they're stripped. So then these fly off usually, or your socket gets stuck on them a lot of times. So just literally spend the extra money and buy. It's literally like, I think $6 or $7 for this. All right, so on a S65, S63, remove the wheel. Again, this is because you're dealing with a PreSafe issue. Scan the code, it'll say front right, front left, the wheel speed sensor. The connectors are here. This is for your ABS, and that right there with that little clip. I don't know if you see it right there, where my finger is. There's the clip to, you push it out or down, and then you just pull it out straight. On some models, you'll have these two be together, the ABS and the wheel speed. On the 221s, they're separate. It's right here. You take a H8, 8mm, undo it, swap it out. As you can see, it's in, the clip is in as well. Now pay attention to the routing. Okay, very important. You have to go to each clip behind the, this is ABC line, so behind the ABC, then it goes into here, and then under there, and then here, there's a little clip. Okay, then here, and then here, like this, and then finally there's that bolt, the 8mm bolt. Tighten it up, but do not go too crazy, because as you can see, this is also a little bracket for your ABC. No, sorry, not ABC, for your ABS sensor, and this I have to maneuver to make it perfectly sit in here. And that's it. So you just saved, let's say, a dealer would charge you probably an hour, so $250 with shop supplies, plus they would charge you full retail on the sensor, which would be like $100, probably $90 or $200 they would charge for the sensor. So you could just do this for your driveway in, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and save, you know, $250. Grime and over time, that right there, see, you can move it. If you move the rotor, you can actually move the ring itself. Okay, so I'm moving the rotor by hand now. What I'm going to do is, before putting it back, I'm just going to clean that. And what I use to clean it is, I use this QD electric contact cleaner. You can also use like mass airflow sensor cleaner. Just no brake clean I wouldn't recommend, just because you don't want to damage anything. And what you do is you spray it in there while turning the rotor. So if you look in there now, this is after it's cleaned. Do you see how much cleaner it is? And what happens is, a lot of times people actually mistake a bad sensor for this ring inside actually being dirty. So what you're going to do is clean that ring off, and then I also replace the sensor at the same time. And the only reason I do that is because you're already in there. And the sensor that I buy, the ATE ones are about they're about $86. The OEM one from Mercedes is about $130. I use this one. It's made in Germany by Bosch. Here's the original sensor. Some people try to clean these sensors off, put them back, but honestly, they fail internally. The OEM brand is ATE, by the way. And then here's your part number, A221-905-00011. And here's the replacement. It's identical, made in Germany. Don't put anything that's made in China on these cars, because you're going to make the situation worse than what it began with. And there it is. So this one, 0986-594-593. There's where it goes into. As you can see, the metal clip pulls up top a little bit. Don't take it out all the way, because then you're going to have a hard time putting it back.